Hello everyone. In this video I will walk you through the DevNet site using Lab 2.2.7 from DevNet Associate course from Cisco. This lab has two parts, and at the beginning in the scenario, like, you have to understand what is uh, available for you to use. So as a developer, you should learn or have a complete view about what are things that you can use to develop or in your work. What you need to do this site, actually you need only a computer with internet access. You don't need to use in this lab the DevNet virtual machine. Let's start directly with part 1, which is find and navigate a learning lab. So first we will go to developer.cisco.com and log in. So we are here, and then you can log in from here. You can choose any of uh, your accounts you have. So you can log in with GitHub, with Google account, with Facebook, with Cisco, and so on. I'm going to log in now with my Google account. And as you can see, I am now logged in. Okay, so then let's click to learning tracks. As you can see here, we click here, and then a new browser will open for DevNet, and it's okay. We can see, for example, scroll down and click Introduction to DevNet. We can go down, or you can simply search for the lab you want. So I will click Ctrl and F, and then Introduction. Let's go down from here. Introduction to DevNet. As you can see, there is another version in Spanish, but we are going to use the one in English. And then let's click on this. And as you can see here, we have the lab, learning lab. Here we have modules. Each module has a labs. So for example, for this one here, as you can see, I already finished the first one. Okay, let's keep going and continue reading the tutorial. So what is in this lab? This is a beginner's track which covers some fundamentals such as Python coding and network programmability. These skills will be necessary for success in this course. This is a great place to start. Okay, so now let's see the first model in overview and DevNet resource beginner model. This is the first model. It has two reading labs. As you can see, this is lab 1, this is the second lab, that provide you a quick overview on the DevNet. Click the overview of DevNet link to begin the first lab reading the lab. So you can click here and you can start reading the first lab. Here we have the objective. Here we have about DevNet. Here we have some instructions to do. You can click next here. Like this also, you can continue this lab, and then here you can see here we reached the fourth page from the lab. So then when you click finally, you return back to the DevNet introduction to DevNet track. So as you can see here, navigate to and read each page on the overview of DevNet lab. When done, click the arrow at the bottom on the last page to return to the introduction to DevNet track. So we returned here already. Okay, so let's start now with part 2, which is about explore more resources. And in this part, we are going to explore more resources in this site. So with step 1, let's explore the Start Now page. So we can go to the main page here. And as you can see here, it says that as a beginner, Start Now link is a great way to get started. So let's start here with this Start Now. And then we can click the networking part 101. Again, you can search here, or it is this one here. This is a combination of labs that teaches the fundamentals of networking. So how many um, labs are linked on this page? As you can see, we have 3 labs. What is the total length of the labs? So you can see here we have 2 hours. And then let's return back to the home page. We can simply click on this one. So from this Start Now, as a summary or to wrap up, we have here many labs that you can start from here. You can see here the data center networking, enterprise networking, coding and application programming interface, cloud and containers, security, IoT, data center compute, and so on. So I recommend you find which one of them of these you are interested on, and then start to do these labs. Networking here, it is mentioning, or it was mentioned here in this tutorial because it's like a fundamental. So I also, if you don't have any knowledge or you need to review your skills in networking, I also recommend you to do this lab or these 3 labs. Okay, let's move forward to explore the video course page. As you can see here, we have a video course. Click on it, and here you can see our some videos here, module 1, module 2, and so on. And as you can see, many people prefer to use videos as a primary way to learn. Videos can also help to reinforce the content learning and other ways. However, from the DevNet homepage, click video course. I already clicked it. You can simply or you can sample any of the models by clicking any of the videos, and you can also play the entire model or jump to any video of your choice. So here we have a question: how many models are available as video based? As you can see here, we have module 1 till module 6. So we have 6 modules. And the second question, how many videos are available in the network device API model? Let's search for model network device API. As you can see here, we have 1, 2. So if we are counting them again, so we have 5. Here we have 5 videos. And then let's return here to the DevNet homepage. You can click back. Okay, so let's see explore, or step 3. It's about explore the sandbox page. Now let's click on the sandbox. And let's read a little bit about the sandbox if you haven't heard about this yet. So one of the greatest things about DevNet is the sandbox. This is a place where you can run your code against real equipment. There are virtualized environments, simulators, and real hardware available for free. Some labs are always running while others require a reservation. Okay, so here you can have like an environment when you can use devices or simulators. It's already there in the sandbox or sandbox. So we already clicked on the sandbox, and then which type of sandbox provide private access to packaged lab. So as you can see here, to learn more about the sandbox, it is mentioned in bar and B. You can click learn more. A new page will be opened about the sandbox. Here we have pros and cons, and here we have reservation sandbox. Here you can see the reservation sandboxes are private access environment and require a reservation. Okay, so the pre-packaged sandbox often includes supporting equipment for the highlighted technologies. These sandboxes contain a network, domain, name resolution, development servers, and more. Reservation sandboxes are accessed by connecting to the virtual private network, and full administrative access is granted to all equipment in the sandbox. So to answer this one, which was which type of sandbox provide private access to a package lab, as you can see, this is the reservation sandboxes or sandboxes. And here you can see where can you go for help if you have difficulty or which to ask a question about the sandboxes. As you can see here, having difficulty using sandbox or want to ask questions, ask a question in the DevNet sandbox community forum. So you can here ask questions in this DevNet community forum. As you can see here, you have already some questions and answers and so on. So let's return back to the close the lab and return to the DevNet sandbox tab. Let's do this. We are here again one more time. As you can see here in part D, we have the sandboxes are grouped by technology type. Click data center, a new tab will open. Let's go here one more time, and let's go and click on data center. A new tab will open with some featured sandboxes. Notice that the sandbox category can be found on the left of the page. This allows you to open any of the other sandbox technology types. So if you can click here, you can see here this is the sandbox catalog. You can close it from here. You can open it one more time. You can see here there are IoT, clouds, networking, data centers, and so on. Let's close this. And let's move forward and click on ACI simulator in the right side. A new tab will open with the details about the lab known as Blueprint. So let's move to this ACI simulator. As you can see here, when I click on it, a new type or a new tab will be here, and this is called a blueprint. And here you can see the center of the page shows the topology of the lab if there is one. This is here. And the right side of the page shows the resource structure of the lab if there are any additional resources in the lab. The overview or instructions for the lab are on the left side of the page. There are also details about how to connect to the ACI server. Here we have the overview, and here we have the also instructions. Okay, so here we have a question. What is the URL to connect to the ACI server to start the lab? This is here, as you can see, how to connect to the ACI server, and this one is here. So this is the URL to answer this question. And why is it important not to upload very large resources to the lab? As you can see here, the answer can be extracted from here. This ACI server resources is shared. This means that you can see other developers' resources and they can see yours. Please do not erase resources you have not created yourself. Do not upload very large resources or you may drain capacity from other users. Also, do not perform performance testing against this shared instance of ACI. So here we have some instructions that we can answer here. Why it is important not to upload very large resources to this lab, because it is drain capacity from other users. Okay, so let's close the ACI simulator sandbox tab. We can close it from here. When you would like to begin your first sandbox on your own time, you can scroll down to around the middle of the sandbox page and click begin hello world. This will walk you through getting set up and connecting. For now, return to the DevNet homepage. Okay, so if you would like to start your own, you can see here begin hello world. It's here like a tutorial about using sandbox. Let's click on here and we see what is there. Here we have also hello world. Here we have also a tutorial that you can use to create your own sandbox. We are not going to do this. We are going to return back to the home page. Let's close these tabs. We stay this with the DevNet homepage. In step 4, we have explored the code exchange page. We can go and click here directly. The code exchange page allows you to work with all kinds of code related to Cisco technologies. These are GitHub projects that help you build and cooperate on projects. You can search for a specific repository or browse by technology. So under this page, you will have like a repositories from GitHub that you can there download to your machine or copy them to your machine and then work with them. Then you can test with them. So there are here many projects under the code exchange. So let's fix our steps to the tutorials here. So from the DevNet homepage, click code exchange. I'm already here. Click explore repos. We can click here and we can see here like categories. We have Python, we have Bank Vault, and so on. So let's choose the Cisco WebEx category. And here you can choose any repo. Let's choose, let's say this one. This page tells you all about the project. So here you have information about the project. As you can see here, we have owner, we have contributors, we have also categories, languages, and so on. So let's ask here, for example, from here we can also have a view on GitHub. So if I will open this in a new tab, I will have the project in GitHub. From here you can get the code or copy from this project and then you can work on it. But let's answer the questions here. What is the name of the project? The name of the project is Awesome Webbox. What category or categories does this project fall under? It is here, collaboration. And here what support option does this project provide? You can also find from here support options. And then let's return to the DevNet home. Okay, let's return back, but here you can just choose another project. So let's see here, for example, another one which is Python code samples network. You can see here the code or the project on GitHub. Here we have resource categories and here we have Python. Like you can go to GitHub, and here we have the code. We can get the code here, we can get instructions from here, and so on. However, the GitHub, like as a tutorial, will be a lab in this course. So if you still don't have an account on GitHub, I recommend you to do so and open a new account for there. Prepare it, because we will have a lab on GitHub, or how to use GitHub. Okay, so let's return back to the home page. Let's close the others. And now let's explore the ecosystem exchange page. Now we will move this one is here, ecosystem exchange. Let's click on it, and then let's return back. DevNet is much more than Cisco technologies alone. The ecosystem exchange connects the ecosystem of Cisco partners to provide you an aggregation of the solution built by Cisco partner based on Cisco platforms. You can search for a specific listing or browse by technology areas. So here we have, under this ecosystem exchange, we have technologies built by Cisco partners, and here we can search about them, we can learn from them, we can develop them, or you can do some experiments or projects with them. From the DevNet homepage, click Ecosystem Exchange. I already did this, and I have got this page here. Scroll down and click Mobility. Here we can see technology area. We have IoT, cloud, networking, data center, security, analytic, and automation. We have collaboration, and we have mobility. But let's stick to the tutorial, and let's click mobility. And here we have click any solution. Let's click, for example, VNet RTL as platform. And here you can see this page will provide you with a description of the solution and a way to find more information, such as requesting information, website, or even support. So here, what is the partner name? So we have this solution, and the partner name, as you can see here, this midmark. Here you have request information, or see partner profile. What are two ways to get more information about the solution? You can request information, or here I think. You can also get information about there. The website is there also, and we can also see the support here. Support coverage hours, here support hotline, here we have support alias and support URL. And here let's return back to the home page again. So this is all about the DevNet ecosystem. And here let's explore DevNet platforms. DevNet organizes even more information around different platforms. From the DevNet homepage, click the category of platform you are interested. So let's move down, and you can see here we have platforms again. We have IoT, cloud, networking, services, collaboration, mobility, and so on. So let's click on networking. And here you have to click on under any platform. Check this, for example, this one. Here we have networking dev center. Here we have getting started, then network programmability, we have video, and so on. So under the platform networking, I already clicked on networking. You can click on data center, you can click security, but let's do this networking, and then let's click any platform you are interested in here, and let's click this one. Let's see what information we have here. And which category did you choose? I chose networking. And what platform did you explore? I'm exploring this network is on open is open for businesses. And here we have platform capabilities. Let's click on this. Let's see here what we have. Internet or intent API. Here we can read more about it, and here we can do some also experiments. So that's all for this lab. Thank you very much, and see you on the next lab.